World of Anime back at you. This is Ray Ray, and this is Scott McNeil. How's it going, sir?
It's going pretty decent, eh? Well, I just came down from Canada, so I'm like, tripping in this warm California sun, eh? Okay, that was my Canadian moment.
How do you like California so far?
You know what? I really like it. This whole, like, sunshine poolside con thing. It's working for me. Oh, yeah, big time.
Maybe we can use his real voice sometime. What makes you go to anime conventions?
I'm here strictly for the money. Oh, that's the wrong answer. Oh, I'm going to these... Oh, God, this is like all this serious stuff now.
I'm sorry.
I'd like to state right now for the listening audience, I get such... This all sounds very trite and very pat, but I get such a gas out of coming down to these things. So what I do a very anonymous job. I go to work, I go to the studio, I leave, I go home, I take out the garbage. It's a pretty normal life, and I've been doing it for a long time. I've been at it like 14 years now. I've done thousands of episodes of this and that, and it wasn't until I started coming down to cons and sort of realized when somebody went, "Oh my God. Oh, my," and I'm like, what? Is there a spider on me? What? Get it off me. What? Your stomach? Yeah. I went, oh my. People watch this. They watch this stuff. So I come down, I have all of these things. I have way more fun than I should have.
How did you get started into voice acting?
Well, it all started like this. I was going to be an actor of the series type. I studied full-time. I was going to do theater. I did a 4-year, like 24/7 theater training program. I studied for years after that. Continued, I was going to do Shakespeare and Ibsen and do serious works and tread the boards and blare them away with the majesty of something majestic. Same time, I'd always done voices since I was a little kid, I keep saying, I'm doing for a living now what I used to get kicked out of school for. Overused quote, but very true. And growing up, I had no idea that you could do that for a living. But I managed to kind of stumble into it in Vancouver and back in '88, just as it started. With the New Adventures of He-Man. My very first series. So I got in and I did a radio play that a friend of mine had written, and I went like, oh, that was fun, man. So I phoned up my agent, said, find out what's happening with, with voice work. Maybe get a couple of commercials or see what I could do. And I went in there for that, and I met with Doug Parker, who was cast in the commercial. Doug Parker is better known as Pterosaur and a bunch of other stuff from Beast Wars. But he went, no, dude, man, I wish I'd met you like a week ago because I've been firing a bunch of voices out. And I went, well, why? And he went, because I just finished casting G.I. Joe. And it was like, yeah, right. Like the cartoon. He went, yeah. I went, huh? When did we start? And he's like, yeah, we're trying to get some cartoon work up here. So I went in for the next series that came up, which was directed by a raving sociopath who was not allowed into the country anymore. And I went, well, I'll never do that again, will I? And then went in for He-Man, New Adventures of He-Man, and got that. And, touch wood, I've been working steadily at it, man and boy, now, 14 years.
What role is your favorite?
I love them all. They're all my children. They all occupy an equal and beautiful place in my heart.
I don't know that I have a favorite. I really don't. I don't... there have been a few that have been a little more forgettable, like, guy in red shirt at back of crowd, man falling past window. What? But, like, all 4 characters on Beast Wars were gas to do. Because, it was just always...
Insolent vermin. I shall take you up the old-fashioned way, brutally.
Well, I'd like to see you try it there, lizard lips. Oh, boy, we're all gonna die.
No more fighting. Fighting gives Waspinator a headache in his whole body.
All right, citizens, all right, stand back. I, Silverbolt, will handle this, for I am strong, proud, brave, and, well, smart as a sack of hammers. And I got to do that kind of interchange all the time. They were cool. I did a show years ago called the Bucky O'Hare and the Toad Wars.
Oh, man.
Oh, there's giggling going on in the audience, folks. The studio audience is going crazy right now. I was Dead-Eye Duck on that one, and that was one of those shows I went, this is really cool. It never really went anywhere. But, Piccolo's cool. Doing duo is like as cool as I wish I was at the age of 15.
You just got it all going on, life is life, because he may run and hide, but he never tell a lie. Duo Maxwell.
And getting Wolverine was cool. Because that was just cool before he even started. It was just like, dude, man, you're Wolverine, man. So I get to sit there and go in with serious morning voice, bub. One more, bub, because you don't want to get me mad. So that was just kind of got cool factor all over it. There's been lots of weird ones. I did on Wacky World of Tex Avery, I played a 70-year-old spinster billionaire-ass woman. That was one of the stranger gigs I've ever done in my life. Not the only time, but one of the weirder ones. They're all different, you know. I did a show called Molly O, or Generation O, and I played Nope, this bass player, and he was probably the most relaxed band I've ever played in my life. He just always talked like this. Hey, little Oster, it's all about just enjoying it, isn't it? I just did, shameless self-promotion.
Go ahead.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which I grew up on, which is my little Christmas, Christmas treat to myself every year. We just did a sequel. So I get to be independent. Hermie the dentist and Yukon Cornelius, so I'm like playing two of my own cultural icons there.
I mean, I killed for a role for Villager A. Let me see here.
To play Villager A. There's talk of a spin-off series, so don't give up on it.
Do you watch anime?
I do some. I do. I was talking to somebody earlier on today, and when it first sort of started, with sort of the resurgence, I guess, with Sailor Moon and stuff. I thought, like, why are they watching this weird Japanese stuff? I don't get it. And then I suddenly went, bing, grade 8, zipping home after school, onto the couch, plate of cookies, milk, Battle of the Planets. Rocked. So that was the one that I watched a lot of in my youth. And I've watched Gundam Annis Waltz. That was on TV a while ago, and I got a chance to see that. I like to try to, see some of the stuff that I've worked on just to see if it's working out okay. Pardon me. It's the Mexican food. I can't help it. See if it's working out all right.
What, are you scared of the fangirls?
No. No, the fangirls are warm and nice and have always treated me with great respect. And I'm not afraid of the male. And yes, no. I've met a few that were maybe a little obsessive, but I come down to these cons. I mean, that's literally what I come down for. It's just to hang out and meet and greet and play with, all the con guests. So I wouldn't say scared. I'm really flattered in a weird way. It's like, middle-aged schmo me comes walking in, and suddenly it's like, oh my God. What were you looking at here?
I mean, come on. I mean, you're like a Backstreet Boy in these conventions, man.
That's the Gundam thing. And doing that, I went, I guess, this little 5-member boy band. The first one we went to, Kirby, who plays Troa, and I went down to Chicago. And Kirby, Kirby's a very good-looking boy to begin with, So we walked in there, and all of a sudden there was, 3,200 people there, and then all of a sudden there was all these, screaming teenage girls. I was going, what's going on, man? What's happening? Are we in the right place? I got a kick out of it. I mean, I really did, big time. Wow, how cool is this? It's not the kind of thing that, most of us get to do in real life every day.
You know what? I mean, look at this guy. I mean, he's good looking. That's why all these fangirls like him. I mean, look at him.
By looking at him, he got the good genetic material. That's all there is to it. Sorry.
What's your
Blush.
What's your secret to a nice body?
One thing you can do, very important, is the whatsoever. And it's just that simple.
I see. What would you like to tell your fans, the viewers of World of Anime?
You guys rock, man. I mean, seriously. The more I get to know you guys, you guys are whack, man. You're, way too much fun.
And keep on watching, and remember,
Never run with scissors. This is very important. You could put on an eye, you could lose something. Never run with scissors.
That's all I got to say.
Thanks a lot, Scott. It's been a pleasure.
Oh no, the pleasure has been mine, my friend.
That was Scott McNeil. This is Ray Ray. This is World Anime, and we're in Animagic. We'll be back.
See you later. We love you. Okay, bye-bye.